Which of the following statements about the Bohr model of the hydrogen atom is false? So given statements are giving below. Acceleration of electron in n is equal to 2, orbit is less than that in n is equal to 1. Angular momentum of electron in n equal to 2, orbit is more than that in n equal to 1 orbit. Kinetic energy of electron in n is equal to 2 orbit is less than that of in n is equal to 1 orbit. Potential energy of electron in n is equal to 2 orbit is less than that in n is equal to 1 orbit. So talking about first statement, acceleration of electron n equal to 2 orbit. So let us have, this is the nucleus and this is our nucleus. Let's say this is n equal to 1, this is n equal to 2, right? This is n equal to 1. So basically if you talk about for any random orbit, let's say there is an orbit, this is the nucleus, this is nth orbit, so we can say this is Rn and this is our electron which is moving with velocity v. So we know that, what do we know, that force F centripetal is going to be F electric, and suppose if this is the hydrogen atom, the nucleus will have charge E, so I can write Ke into E divided by Rn square, and from here I can write mv square upon Rn. So this is cancelled out. So what do I need? I need acceleration. Okay, so from this mv square into Rn is equal to Ke square, that I know. The acceleration A is equal to F by m. So if I write the value of F, that is going to be Ke into E divided by Rn square into m. Correct. Now we know that A is equal to Ke square divided by m into Rn square. Now we can clearly see A is going to be inversely proportional to Rn. Why? Because K is constant, E square is constant, m is constant. Okay, for the electron. So A is going to be 1 upon Rn square. So I can clearly say that A2 by A1 is equal to R1 upon R2 whole square, right? And we know that R1 will be less than R2, so that means R1 upon R2 is less than 1. That means I can write A2 by A1 is less than 1, which shows A2 is less than A1. What is our statement is saying? Acceleration of n equal to 2 orbit is less than. So whatever I am getting, it is justifying it. So that means this statement is right. So this cannot be our answer. Moving ahead, angular momentum of electron in n equal to 2 orbit is more than in n equal to 1 orbit. So this is pretty straightforward how I am saying this. So let me remove it. So we know that in Bohr's second postulation, what do we know? That mvr is equal to nh upon 2 pi, which is nothing else, angular momentum. So Bohr's second postulation, what do we know? That L is equal to nh upon 2 pi. That means L is proportional to n. So clearly I can say L2 upon L1 will be N2 by N1, and we know that N2 is 2 divided by 1, so L2 is equal to 2L1. So what it is saying? Angular momentum of electron in n equal to 2 is more than. Yes, it is more than. So L2 by L1 is 2, that is, it is twice. So this statement is also right. Coming to the kinetic energy part, in n equal to 2 and n equal to 1, so we know that kinetic energy is equal to half m into v square. That means I am saying K is proportional to v square. Now we know that, so I can write for any random orbit, Kn is proportional to Vn square. That means K1 or K2 upon K1 will be V2 upon V1 whole square. Now we know that V n is proportional to Z by n. For hydrogen atom, Z is 1. So this is proportional to 1 upon n. So I can utilize this relation. Instead of Vn, I can write 1 upon 2 square divided by 1 upon 1 square. So this is going to be 1 upon 4. So K2 is going to be K1 by 4. Correct? So what this statement is saying, so from there I can write K2 is less than K1. What do I figure out? N is equal to 2 is less than the n is equal to 1. So this statement is also justifying. So of course fourth option has to be our right choice because none other option is correct. But yes, I am also doing that also. So let's see how this statement is false. So if this is the nucleus which has E charge, and this is our electron which has negative E charge, right? Radius is Rn. So potential energy is given by K into Q1 Q2 divided by R. This is an electrostat, we know that. So here this will be K into Q1 is E, Q2 is minus E divided by Rn. So that is signifying that U is equal to minus Ke square divided by Rn. So I can clearly write U is equal to minus Ke square upon Rn. So this is Un, right? So this is Un. So now what they are saying, potential energy of electron in N is equal to 2. So I can write U2 by U1 is equal to, or else I can calculate directly the value of U2 instead of the ratio. So U2 is going to be minus Ke square divided by R2, correct? And U1 is going to be minus Ke square divided by R1, correct? Now we know that R2 will be equal to R2 is proportional to n square by z, or directly I can put the value of R2 from there. We know that Rn is equal to 0.53 into n square by z angstrom. So if I put the value, we get certainly, so in this we get U2 is equal to minus Ke square divided by this is going to be 0.53 angstrom into n square by z. So z is obviously 1, n square is going to be 4. And if you talk about U1, this is minus K into E square divided by R1 is 0.53 angstrom into 1, correct? So we are getting the final value here, minus Ke square upon 0.53, and if you want to keep this in 10 to the power minus 10, this will be in joules, and this value U2 is equal to minus Ke square upon 0.53 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 10, this will be in joules. So you can clearly see this thing is constant in both. So here minus sign is there, so ideally this will have the greater value. So which one is correct? So obviously U2 is greater than U1 because of the minus sign, correct? So that means option number 4 has to be the right choice. This is wrong statement. Fine.